If you have noted, the first service that stands out and above all is the service of fire. The Easter Vigil, which is known as the mother of all vigils, starts from the service of light or service of fire. My brothers and sisters, if you have noticed, I do not know if you have attended the Easter Vigil, if you have noticed, how is the fire prepared? Maybe you do not know how the fire is prepared. That happens around the midnight, and they gather a log of wood, they pour some kerosene, and then they light it with a matchstick. But if you have seen how it was being prepared in the olden days, this service of fire has got its own meaning and its own importance. The fire that we prepare today was not the same in the olden days when they prepared the fire. If you have seen, this entire service of light has an Irish origin according to some, and according to some others it has got a Frankish origin. According to these two origins, the fire was being lit not with a matchstick those days, but rather by using flint stones. They would take the flint stones and then would rub it, and then the fire that emerges from these two stones is the cause of the new fire. And this fact denotes that Christ is the new fire, the fire is the life. At the same time, the stones also has got something to tell us. And that when these stones were used, one must remember the importance of the stones in the Bible. In the Bible, it is said that God speaks about stone. And in Psalm 118 verse 12, God speaks about the cornerstone. The Gospel according to St. Matthew chapter 21 verse 42 also speaks about a cornerstone. Acts of the Apostles chapter 4 verse 8 to 12 also speaks about a cornerstone. And the message is, the stone that the builders rejected became the cornerstone, and how great it is in the eyes of the Lord. My friends, the book of Isaiah chapter 28 verse 16, God says, I lay in Zion a precious cornerstone. And we all of us know what this cornerstone means to us. This cornerstone is Jesus. The cornerstone that Matthew chapter 21 verse 42 speaks of is Jesus. The stone that the builders rejected, the high priest, the chief priest, the Sadducees, the Pharisees, and the Jews, all those who rejected this stone became the cornerstone on the feast of the resurrection. And thus, Acts of the Apostles chapter 4, the disciples say that he is the cornerstone. And God tells in the book of Isaiah chapter 28, I lay in Zion a cornerstone. And that laying of the cornerstone was none other than Jesus himself. And this stone is used to make the new life. That is, the stone that represents Christ is the cause of the new fire, and the fire also represents Christ. Slowly, from the Frankish origin, though the service of fire originated, one must remember that slowly stones were or lost their importance, and slowly fire gained its importance. If you know, fire has something more for us. Fire gives warmth and light, and Christ also would offer the same. And this fire is important for all of us, because without fire, so many things are not possible. Let the fire of Christ burn within you and me. Let's be burning in the fire of Christ. Amen.